Let's look at case actions. Case actions are special processes that the engine provide the ability to create to perform CRUD services on case data. So the way that it works is the BPM engine, when you trigger a case action, will pass in a parameter which identifies the reference for the case that you define this process for. From that reference, you can look up the case or just populate the data from the actual reference into the actual case data or parameter, whichever you define. And then what I do in this case, I get a reference to the other cases that's linked to my order. In this case, it is patient, provider, notes, and so forth. And then I present the data to the user on the form. The user can then, in this case, decide to delete the case. Now, because my order is linked to a patient, a provider, and notes, I have to basically go and unlink those and then to delete these items separately. You cannot delete a case if it is linked to another case. So you have to do the unlinking first. I'm doing an error event check here. So in case while I'm testing and developing, I have a case that doesn't have a link case yet, the error will be passed on. It will just simply go to the next activity in my process. So let's quickly have a look and see what this looks like in the actual BPM engine. So I have selected an order. I can see the order data. I can see that it's linked to a provider and a patient in this case. And now I can click on delete order. And this delete order will then be the case action that you see in this instance that I have in my process. So I can now click on delete and or submit, and that will delete my order. What I also want to mention is that a case action is very, very handy because as you develop and test, you might build up a lot of unnecessary data that you want to get rid of, and a case action can then be used to delete cases that you don't need. You can also use case actions to create test data for your demonstrations or your pilots, whatever you are building. That is case actions. Thank you very much.